All right, guys, so that was the easy part, obviously. I just kind of want to go through the process of obviously giving the overview and then building the profile, which is very, very easy, very self explanatory. It's not difficult at all. I just kind of want to take you through the process just in case you hadn't done it before. But obviously, now the fun part, we're going to actually build the gigs. Then I'm going to show you how to market it, whether that's on Fiverr or other social media platforms, and then building landing page for your potential clients to drive traffic to. You don't just want to drive them to your gigs because then obviously, they could potentially see other people's gigs. So you're going to want to capture emails with this too. You're also going to want to drive people to a landing page, something I'm going to show you later on. But initially, let's start getting your gigs set up. Now, it's important to sit for a little bit and brainstorm what your actual gigs might be. What can you bring to the table? Like I said, maybe you're an online marketer like me. So one of the things that the first gig I'm probably going to create right here is, I'll build you a targeted email list. Then maybe the second one would be I'll send an email shout out. The third one might be, I have a decent Instagram following on some of my pages. Might be, I'll give you an Instagram shout out in a particular niche, stuff like that, because those are problems that people have that unless they have the certain software or, following that I have, you know, they can't do themselves. So I'm solving a problem for them, and obviously I'm reducing a cost. I'm doing both of it, because they don't have that software, so that's a problem, and they don't have to purchase it, so I'm saving them money. So that's something to think about. You're gonna want to kind of brainstorm and pick which ones you think you can bring to the table, and then we're gonna create the gig. And then don't stress it too much, guys. Now I will, little caveat though, they do only let you create 7 gigs. I'm not sure if I've mentioned that already. They do only let you create 7 gigs, especially when you're first starting out. You can create more gigs in the future, but to start out for a while, you can only create 7 gigs. So think about them. But it's not the end of the world if you kind of launch a gig that's not successful. I'll show you in the next lecture how you can kind of pay attention to whether or not your gig's getting impressions and delete it if it's not getting the impressions and the clicks. Because if you're not getting impressions and clicks, you're not going to make any sales. Therefore, you're not going to make any money. And we're in this to make some money, right? So with that being said, let's create our first gig. And you'll see it takes you to this page. Every gig on Fiverr starts with I will do something. I will build an email list. I will teach you guitar. I will, and then what your service is. So like I said, my service in this case will be I will build a targeted email list for you. That's what I'm going to offer them. I will build a targeted email list for you. Yours might be I might teach you guitar, like I said. Yours might be I will send an email shout out to my Instagram following for you of 10,000 people or whatever your following is. And then obviously you're going to choose a subcategory what your thing falls into. So mine, I think it's suggested here already, digital marketing, email marketing, but you can kind of search through and find your category. Then you're going to select the service type. Obviously mine's probably audience development. Don't know why it's not social media marketing. It is email marketing, and it is audience development. Now, I'm going to click MailChimp and Aweber because they're the 2 prime ones that I use. Obviously, I use GMS too, which is phenomenal, and I suggest that if you're just starting out for anything email marketing. And if you guys want to take email marketing, I have a course on that. Feel free to check it out. All my courses will be linked in the bonus lecture at the very end, that white page that pops up with all those links. That's everything, all the services that I promote that I literally use myself. Everything that I talk about or promote will be on that bonus page. You'll also see a link that says subscriber or current student discount links. I believe it says to all my courses. That will take you to the landing page on the homepage of my website, and there you can see all the courses that I potentially offer and get discounts on them. So that's a little caveat there. All right, now one of the things that's most important too is your search tags. So you're gonna come up with good search tags. Mine are, if you're guitar, maybe yours is obviously like instruments, guitar, lessons. Those are search tags you wanna type in. I'm gonna go with email list, it's probably a good one. Let's go email, is marketing there? No, email blast, email campaign was there, I thought, yep. Email campaign, we'll go email lists too, because just in case somebody types in lists instead of lists, we want to get that that traffic too. And then send email seemed like a good one too. And these are all the potential search tags that if someone types in, they might find you under. So these are important. Take some time on these. Also, guys, I will, in the bonus lectures, I will also have a, it's only $5 for me, but I will have a little invite thing. So if you click it and if you don't have Fiverr yet, I'd love it if you clicked that link and went and got Fiverr through my link. It's free for you. It doesn't cost you anything. And obviously this entire business model is free to set up. You don't need to pay anything. If you have an expertise, you can sell that expertise in an online marketplace. You just need to know how. And that this course is going to teach you how on the marketplace with Fiverr. But, I would really appreciate it if you clicked my link and obviously went through Fiverr and signed up through my link. It would just give me $5. Fiverr will at least. That will be linked in the bonus lectures on that same slide like I talked about. That will also be linked on the first, in a Word document on the first welcome page. So that's the two places that you can try that out. Now, moving on, you'll see that when you first start your gig, it will ask you if you want to unlock potential revenue with all three packages. I always do this. Always do this. You can watch the video if you want. I'm going to explain it to you. It just gives you a chance to upsell your buyers. And if you know anything about marketing or e-commerce, you don't make the majority of your money on the sale, you make it on the upsell. Now, obviously you want a bunch of sales, but the majority of your profit margin, and you're going to get a higher profit margin on your upsells. So they're disguised as something that they can get a break on in price, which obviously they can, but it's upselling for you because it doesn't cost you or take you much extra time to do this. So in this example specifically, I might say we'll say build a targeted email list of 100 people. Of 100. Build a targeted email list of, well, let's just say, actually, you know what, I'm going to go back and I'm say email list of 100 people. And I'm going to simply copy that, paste that into these two, and change this. And for the same price, because I like this, obviously your basic, this is crucial. Your basic is always $5. A lot of people I see, they have their first gigs up there for 30 or 15. And once you get ranked and you have a decent audience following and you have a bunch of reviews, you can sell higher priced things. But when you're first starting out, or if you don't have a lot of reviews, you got to start your first one at 5. Now, maybe 5 is good money and you can continually build up. But with that being said, you're going to make the majority of your money on your upsells because somebody's going to be interested and then they might buy an upsell. And not only that, you want to start getting those initial sales so that you can get the reviews so that you can potentially charge more later. So that's a little caveat for you. This one I'm going to say 250 because the way I'm going to sell it is 5, 10, and then maybe 15 or something like that. And then people might come and they might see, oh, well, I can really get a deal here. I buy an email list of 100 people, an email list of 250 people, or an email list of 1,000 people for 15. Why wouldn't I just do that? And that's how it doesn't really take me too much extra time to do, but it's a big deal for them. So then you go down here and you set your delivery time after you obviously type the details in. So which I completely forgot. So I'll say I will build you a targeted email list around a topic / niche of your choice. And then we'll simply copy and paste that. Delivery time for this will be 1 day. Delivery time for this will be 1 day. Now, every once in a while, you can put 2 days. You know what? Actually, I'm going to say 3 days for my first one. No, I'm going to say 2 days for these two. And I'll tell you why in a second. And then this last one will be 3 days. Because another upsell that you can get, and this is another upsell that I talk about, is the extra fast delivery. Never set your thing on 1 day initially. Always set it higher than that so that you can sell faster delivery. So if people are really in a rush, then they'll purchase extra fast delivery. Because the reason for this is you always want to start your price at $5 for your first gig because that will get people in the door. That will get people clicking on your thing and seeing you in search results. Because if you go to, let me just pull up Fiverr. If somebody types in, build the website, didn't type website in, but you know what, you get the point. And they see all these potential gigs. and they see that this person has 4.5 ratings, and this person has 6 ratings with 4.5, 13 ratings, 4.5, 93 ratings, 5. That's great. They might be able to upsell for 25 because they have 93 ratings, and this person 45, but this person has a 4.5 rating starting at $5. Now, potentially, maybe they're selling for $5 is a lot less than these people are selling for 25, but that will get somebody in the door clicking their thing, and then potentially once they're on this page ready to make a purchase, then they can, obviously they have upsells here like you see. So you want people in the door, you want them clicking on your profile and your gig, so that once they're here, they're pretty much committed already most of the time to buying from you. And then once they go through the process, you can upsell them on more. So it's $5 initially to get them in the door, and then selling your upsells. That's the key to making money on Fiverr. So then here we're going to go extra fast delivery. I'll deliver in 1 day. I'll deliver in 1 day. I'll deliver in 1 day for all the packages. For an extra $5, I'll deliver the 100 in 1 day. For the extra $5, I'll deliver the 250 in 1 day. And for an extra $10, I'll deliver the 1,000 in 1 day. And then obviously you can add another gig extra that you can specify if you want. I'm not going to do that in this case. I'm just going to save it and continue. I didn't set the price as well. So 5, 10, 15. And then continue. All right. So now we're briefly going to describe the gig. I'm just going to take a minute to simply describe it. So I'll say I will create a targeted email list for you based on a specific topic / niche of your choice. I will then give you that email list for you to use however you might like, something like that. Obviously I'd go into a little bit more detail in the future. I might make it a little bit better, but just kind of give you an idea. You want to describe your gig, and what they're going to get from purchasing it. Then save and continue. Now the requirements here, anything that you're going to need to know initially, for the gig purchase. So obviously I need to know what the topic is, what topic / niche what topic / niche should your list be built around would be my first one. Obviously free text so that they can answer it. It might be in free text here or multiple answer, or you can also ask them to attach a file if you might need that. Another thing I might need, let's think for a second, an email list targeted. That's pretty much all I need for this gig. It's very, very simple. It doesn't have to be complicated, guys. Just solving a problem for somebody and getting them in the door. Then we're going to save and continue. And then obviously one of the most important things that a lot of people don't realize is the picture. You're going to sell a lot more with your pictures. Just to go back, and I know a lot of this just from selling on Amazon, that the picture speaks 1,000 words. You want a good picture that's going to captivate and draw attention and eyes to that, because nobody's going to see you necessarily. If you fill in with the same monotony of everybody else's listing, nobody's going to see you. You need a picture that's going to draw attention. I have one already. I'm not going to, this one, I like this one. Kind of looks like extracting emails. It's cool, it's a good color, it's vibrant, and it's an HD picture with good pixels. Then I'm going to save and continue. And the very next thing is, I already did verify. Oh, my phone number. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is verify your phone number. I'm going to do that really, really fast in between lectures. Obviously, you're going to have to do that too. It's very, very simple. But then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to hit verify and publish it. It's going to ask you when you do publish it if you want to promote it. You're going to say no to promoting it because we're going to promote it ourselves. I'm going to show you how to do that in the next couple lectures.